Hi everyone, Shane R. Monroe here today. The MX Ergo S. This is the new refresh of the popular MX Ergo Trackball. I've been using one of these things for 7 years. I use it at home, I use it at work. My wife uses it at home, my wife uses it at work, and yet I've never gotten around to reviewing this thing. So let's open this new one up and then we'll talk about some of the differences between this one and the last one. You'll notice that it comes with a dongle, but it does support Bluetooth out of the box as well. I don't know how they got that dongle in there, but it was a pain to get out. You'll also notice that it is not using the unifying symbol. That means something. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let's dig this thing out, get everything out of the box. And this is kind of cool. It's like a paper/cloth fiber. It's kind of interesting. All right, so here we go. This is it. This is the Logitech MX Ergo S. It looks pretty much exactly like the original Ergo with the exception of USB-C, finally. And that's about it from a visual standpoint. That's all you see that's different. We'll talk a little bit more about that. This has an adjustable stand. You can use it connected to 2 different devices. Left and right scroll wheel, forward and back navigation buttons for your browser, a low DPI so that you can actually make the trackball a little slower. Things for like artwork, on-off switch. I mean, it's pretty much, it's a pointing device that happens to be a trackball. And yeah, you can see right here that you can pop the ball out to clean it, which you will be doing. This is a mechanical device, which pisses some people off, but it's okay. I don't have to clean it very often despite my nasty work area. But you can see here that it adjusts whether you want to be flat-handed or slightly to the side. Now, a lot of people make this out to be like some sort of a gimmick, but in reality, if you put your hand on the table, it's slightly sideways. It's not like that. You don't put your hand on the table like that. You put it like that. So this actually makes complete sense. There's no wrist fatigue. There's no strain on the carpals. It's just an amazing device that's very well built. And yeah, I mean, it's really hard not to love this guy and recommend it to everybody, even though it's not a mouse. And if you play a lot of games with a mouse, then that might be a problem for you. This unifying thing is something we definitely have to go over here. This is a brand new logo for a lot of people. And it is not backwards compatible with the unifying methodology. So this is the Logitech Bolt. And honestly, you know, it's okay. We're going to talk a little bit more about that in just a minute. But let's put this thing to the test. All right, sorry for the dirty desktop. It's Phoenix. Everything's dirty all the time. So here's the original Logitech MX Ergo, and you can see that it came with a connector, a unifying receiver, and this sort of wedge. And the wedge was made to give it a little extra height so that you could put it up on this wedge and it would raise your hand just a little bit. That was good for some people. That is not included, nor is the charging cable. Now let's talk about this Bolt, right? So Bolt versus unifying. Unifying was a Logitech proprietary format. Bolt is based on an industry standard format, so it's probably good. It just loses that backward compatibility. So the mouse feels exactly the same. The trackball feels exactly the same as the other one. The ball feels a little rougher in the rolling, but that's probably just because it's new. Of course, you're back and forward for browsing, and of course this fine precision, which lowers the DPI, so that you could do precise drawing operations without actually having to go into a setting somewhere and make that change. But it feels very, again, listen, you bought the MX Ergo and you're probably trying to see if the S is worth it or not, right? That's probably why you're here. Is $10 worth it for a USB-C connector and a industry standard receiver? Maybe. I think it'll come down another $10 probably in the near future. But yeah, it's incredibly comfortable. It works on 2 devices, by the way. So you can either have it on Bluetooth on one device with the Bolt dongle on another device, or 2 on Bluetooth. It's really nice if you have like a Steam Deck or something you want to connect it to along with your PC. It's really a neat device. It's so comfortable. You know, a lot of my friends, my coworkers, have carpal tunnel surgeries, or they've got those wrist straps, right? Those carpal tunnel wrist straps, like they're going to go bowling. So if I take the ball out of this thing, you can see where you're going to have to clean it. Those are the manual rollers. Everything in here looks exactly the same as the MX Ergo. The ball looks the same. Everything should probably be interchangeable. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So I've got pieces and parts all over the place. The USB-C thing is the real kicker for me. I'm a big fan of that. And of course, it's incredibly comfortable. Now, what about the clicking? So what's the click? There's the original MX Ergo. and you can't hear anything. That's because it's so quiet you can't hear it. Listen, I hope you like what you saw. If you have questions, leave them in the comments down below. While you're there, like, subscribe, hit the bell. I'm Shane R. Monroe. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. We'll see you next time.